Gal or Gal. I'm not sure how I should pronounce. I think Gal Gadot. Maybe this is how I should pronounce. She is the actress in the Wonder Woman movie. I did not watch it, but I heard that she was acting in that movie. But before she joined this movie, she was actually working in the Israeli Defense Force. Okay, Israeli Defense Force. She was trained there. She worked there. Then she joined the movie. And now she is very, very sad about what is happening in Israel. And she said that, I feel very sad, and I think that we deserve to live in safety, in peace, and in security, and just like our neighbors. She is feeling for her country. In other words, she said, my country is at war, quote unquote. Now, I completely agree with this. I mean, I would feel same for my motherland. If something happens to my motherland, where I'm from, I will feel for it. But there is one thing. There is one condition. It has to be my motherland. Okay. It has to be my motherland. It cannot be somebody else's motherland, and then I feel for it. So when she is Gal Gadot, when she is expressing her sadness, her concern, these things, it is okay. But there is one problem. One big problem is that this is not really your motherland, because as I mentioned in my previous videos, dear brothers and sisters, the original people who lived in Palestine were called Canaan. Okay, they were the one who were there from Ibrahim alayhi salam to Ishaq alayhi salam to Yaqub alayhi salam. Okay, these prophets and the origin of Canaan, it happened in Palestine. So these are the original people, and then came the Yahudi after more than 405 years since the Canaan, the tribe, was already established in Palestine. So 4,500 years. So everything that she is saying is absolutely fine. Everybody will feel the same way, but it has to be your country. Now, I mentioned about one more thing, which is very, very important. A lot of the time I talk about the woman of Dajjal. Okay, I talk about the end of time, and I explain things that woman of Dajjal will come at the end of time, and they will give Dajjal bay'ah. One of the characteristics of this woman of Dajjal, Rasulullah, he mentioned in a hadith, An-nisaun kasiyatun ariyatun mumilatun mahilat. Okay, the hadith was very clear. An-nisaun asiyatu kariyat basically means women who will be wearing dress, but they will be naked. And these are the women who will be coming out at the end of time. Also, this is the second point. Also, we know from the hadith is that the people who will follow Dajjal, the deceiver, would be the Bedouin and also the woman. The reason women will follow him is simple, because he will give them what they never got, or maybe what they have right now, it will be taken away from them. All the rights they are fighting for, the wave of feminism will probably come to an end, and they will not have any right whatsoever. Islam gave them honor, Islam gave them rights, but obviously no other religion, no other civilization would be able to match with what Islam gave them. Subhanallah, they are not happy, but it's okay. If you're not happy, you're more than welcome to make your own decision. So they will probably, all their rights will be taken away. Okay, and then they will see this guy, Dajjal, the liar. He would promise this woman everything that they had, or maybe he will even offer them even more. And then they will be easily deceived, because if you give women a little bit, they are very happy. If you give them a credit card to buy whatever they want, they will give everything to you. Wallahi, is if you watch Gold Diggers, when a woman sees a man with a nice car, like a Ferrari car, she will immediately say or agree to go on a date with that guy. Okay, and she will forget about who this guy is. She will forget about where he's coming from, what his personality is. Is it the right guy? Is he a safe guy to go with? She will forget everything. The moment you show her the money, she will say, you know what? Even if she is married, she will say, you know what? My marriage isn't working, so why not just ditch my husband and go with you on a Mercedes or a Ferrari car or Lamborghini, right?
the point here is that women, they're very easy to be deceived. So the Dajjal will use the same technique. He will say, come on, hop in my car, I'm gonna take you on a ride in my Ferrari or in my Lamborghini, and then woman will be like, yeah, I want to go with you. Subhanallah. So the point here is that this woman will follow the Dajjal. When we talk about this woman coming at the end of time, when we talk about women who are Asiyatun Nisa and Asiyatun Kariyat, as I mentioned in the hadith, dear brothers and sisters, one thing we can always find in this personality, Gal Gadot, okay, she is the Wonder Woman, is that she matches the description of the Dajjal woman 100%, like a glove fitting a hand. Wallahi, she matches everything. So I'm not saying that, well, she will probably go with the Dajjal or this will definitely happen, but she matches a lot of these qualities of the woman that the Prophet has prophesied will come at the end of time. Now, there is one thing that I also want to make sure, which is very, very important. Some brothers, they are saying, you know what, wait a second, so what if she is living in a country that should not be even there, or the country is not legit, but she's at the end of the day just a human being, and she feels the way she would. At the end of the day, there are some damages happening on both sides. So people will say that look, this is not only about the country, Palestine, that what is happening there, but it also is what is happening in Israel. Both sides are taking some serious toll from the other side. So these people will be right that yes, we do not want to see this, and it is affecting both sides. It is not a good thing. It's something we need to stop. We need to come on the negotiating table, set some boundaries, set some rules, what they can do, what they cannot do, and then live happily ever after. If there is anything like that. The point here is that it is true that we need to stop this, that we all feel the same way. But the answer to these brothers who are showing so much sympathy for her, or who could justify her feeling, saying that it is happening on both sides, that the damage is being done on both sides, the answer to that question would be this. Again, very, very important point. A lot of that people, they don't realize it. Israel, they have military. They have all the modern technology, weapon and everything. Their military is very organized. They are dominating in that part of the region through military. They send fighter jets to countries like Iran, Syria and many other countries. On the other hand, you have people, kids with stones, throwing rocks and stones towards this huge military. If you come and tell me that, look, this is a two-side story, I will be laughing at you. How? Because how can it be a two-sided story when one country, if there is a country called Palestine anymore, that country doesn't have anything, any military except kids throwing rocks. On the other hand, you have a country that is so modernized with its weapon and missile and defense and military. How can you justify that both sides are taking toll, they are suffering from each other's aggression? How can you even say that? It doesn't make any sense. When we talk about this actress Gal Gadot, her feeling cannot be justified. Number one reason is because, as I said, the land of Palestine is the land of Palestinian. There's nobody else who would go there and claim this is my land. You are stealing their land. So it's really not something you should do. Now, number two is that it is not a two-sided story. As she said, Gal Gadot, she said, that this is a two-sided story. We want to live in safety and security, just like our neighbors, and both sides are at each other's neck. And she is saying that. So she is wrong in that because the simple reason for that is because it's not a two-sided story. It's a one-sided story. You are just oppressing the other party. So that's really all we can say.
But subhanallah, this women of Dajjal will come out every now and then. You will see them, but you may not recognize them, but be aware of them. And when you see them, if you're a fan, you should not be, because you shouldn't be watching this stuff. But if you're a fan, like a personality like Gal Gadot, then wallahi, it is time for us to reconsider that, and inshallah make tawbah to Allah Azza wa Jal. If you're new here, consider subscribing, like this video if you did, share this video, and inshallah see you soon again. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.